So it's been 29 days of January, and one of the things I set out to figure out was what sort of interventions are available um, to engage my child beyond his physical routine, which I had created in the last 6 months. Of course, he's off his meds some time ago. At the same time, he required a lot of physical exercises to calm himself down, and at the same time to help him overcome his muscular dystrophy, which is tightness of his muscles, especially around his calf. So we've been able to create a routine around it, which he enjoys. That's more important for us. And instead of going to a physiotherapist, I thought I'll take it upon myself to build a routine for him and work on a few other life skills that would perhaps come handy for him. So that's done, and somewhere around November, December, I kind of started thinking that this cannot be the life he lives. He's only 7.5. There has to be other interventions. So I started putting a list of special educators, therapists, institutions, special needs schools, and also inclusive schools. And thanks to a lot of parents of autistic children, LinkedIn, my posts in LinkedIn reached a lot of people who offered support and guidance and direction. And I'm still in that discovery phase, and like I said, it's 29 days of the month of the year so far, where I have put a list of schools, people, institutes that I'm meeting. I've barely touched the tip of the iceberg. I'm still meeting a lot of people, but one of the things that somewhere distracted me very recently was, do we look for intervention outside of the house? Do we find some of these institutes to put our child there for some time so that hoping that something would work for him? Or do we take it upon ourselves to work towards his upliftment, towards his well-being? Is it fair to him that we constrain him within our limits just so that we believe we can offer him the best treatment, and hence learn from other people's experiences and try and implement it on him over a period of time? May work, may not, who knows? Or is it better for him to have a more holistic approach, where he's meeting specialists, where he's among other people apart from his own family members, and hopefully that might work? I don't know. So in this phase, I'm in a bit of a dilemma between these two worlds, between these two decisions, to say whether we take it upon ourselves, or as parents, to build a routine and keep testing new things, keep trying new things, and introduce him and to that and make it work, or do we do interventions with special schools for 3-4 hours? Then he comes back, and of course we follow a certain routine as well with him. So I'm not quite sure where to go with that, but I intend to keep posting a lot of these videos, speaking my mind, asking questions, and hopefully it reaches parents, caregivers, specialists in this field who can constantly provide the support I as a parent need, and at the same time perhaps offer advice on what could be the next steps we could try given his current condition. So hoping to continue this series and ask you all a lot of questions, keep giving you updates, and through this medium I will also talk about the various institutes I meet, the various people I meet, the parents I meet, what they are doing for their children or for their ward in general, and what are my feelings of that particular meeting. Now, don't get me wrong, in some cases it may not work out for me, but that doesn't mean it won't work out for you. Because when I say it won't work out for me, it could mean few things like my child just wasn't comfortable with a certain place, maybe the smell of it, maybe the lighting, maybe just the warmth of people wasn't in vibe with his expectations. And and he quite clearly shows that to us. So his interest in the end of the day has to be most important, and we may walk out of places that could have been the right place, but he just wasn't comfortable. And for me, I am looking for a place which is inclusive, which includes me as a parent in his working, because after those few hours I have to go back home and practice all of that at home also. So I don't want to be in a place where I'm just guarding the gate and standing outside for a couple of hours, and the special educators are working with him and his development, and then he comes out and I have no idea what they've done. So a completely detached way of in engagement with him is something I have experienced in the past, and I think he's beyond that. Now it has to be more inclusive, and that's my thought. So for me, that kind of an institute or a workshop would be far better, and I may walk out of such conversations which do not show that kind of and a methodology which is not aligned to my expectation. So yeah, that's about it for today, and I will keep posting on what's happening. I'll keep talking to you about my engagement and what's happening as often as I can, and hopefully it resonates with some of you and you're able to guide me in the right direction. See ya.